Before I forget, on behalf of Alpha Omega 7, on behalf of City of the Snow, on behalf of Thoth, the God of Magic, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Let's not forget that I just want to make it clear that in the creation of life, you cannot have creation without feminine energy. So, what really irritates me is that how religions have stomped out and hid the fact that there is a strong presence of female energy in creation. God is probably not a man, most likely not a man. God is more like a woman because, there are still species of animals on this earth that can reproduce. They're androgynous, they're both male and female. They don't need to consort or mate with a male to reproduce. You do not find any male species on this earth that reproduce on their own. So, you know, people have to understand that these religious texts were published, written by kings, for kings, European kings, as a matter of fact. And the religious doctrine, was the way for the king to flex his divine authority, right? So these religious texts were created to put the king, a man, into power. And through just this king, his bloodline, like his kid's gonna be the king. You know what I'm saying? Like his son, rather. His son is going to be the king, no matter what. That's a patriarchic system, right? Patriot. Are you a patriot? Are you a patriot? Are you avid? Are you livid? Are you a diehard about a society which is ruled upon from just the male perspective and the male perspective alone? And see, whenever you don't have balance, something's going to be out of order. There's going to be distortion. There's going to be distortion in the picture when things are out of balance. And so with the lack of feminine energy being respected and valued in life, without that, you end up with this chaotic overflux of unfocused, unchanneled, unharnessed, unnecessary, manic, masculine energy. That's what you end up with. And when you look at our society, the pitfalls and the snares in society are mainly created from the overbalance of masculine energy. That's kind of what this whole C-19 thing is about. Big businesses have extracted and looted the oil from the planet Earth, from Mother Earth. Oil is the Earth's blood. It's the blood of the Earth, right? Our blood is really just oxygenated oil, but that's a whole other conversation for another time. Stay here. I'm trying to get you guys to understand and overstand what I'm putting down for you right now, right? So, what was that, March the 15th? The stock market took its biggest crash in history. Side note, I got in the very next day. Let's stay focused. So, the oil industries took the biggest hits. I wonder why. The oil industries took the biggest hits. Happy Mother's Day, by the way. And then so now people aren't on the roads emitting the toxins that come from their automobiles. Gas is cheap. It's at an all-time low. People can't go to work at these industries that waste resources. Even these businesses, that you go to earn your living, waste resources and destroy the earth by the millisecond every day. And nobody comes up and nobody comes to stick up for Mother Earth. Well, guess what? At some point, there has to be divine intervention for something to stick up for Mother Earth on her behalf so that she can get a break. Anybody who's been a parent and has watched, been through watching a child being raised and born, right? Within those, first 3, 4, 5, 6 months, a mother, that's a 24-hour shift taking care of the little one, taking care of the little churro. You know what I'm saying? Making sure little churro is comfortable, making sure little churro is comfortable in their development of their motor skills and their motor functions so they can start, learning how to operate the mechanism of their body, which serves as the spacesuit here on Earth. They need to learn how to use the spacesuit, right? So then the nourishment, too, has to come from the mother, the breastfeeding. You feel me? Like that's essential. And they have tried. Artificial intelligence has tried to, recreate, the nutrients of breast milk through formula, so that they can completely, start to really just wipe out the whole need of, mothers in the process of raising children. But see, nature won't let science win that particular battle. You know what I mean? Mothers are going to continue to breastfeed because it's the most efficient way to nourish their child, right? So this is the plight that we're really, going against here on Mother's Day. It's really about, reestablishing the things that our grandmothers were telling our mothers, and then our great grandmothers were telling our grandmothers. This is about reestablishing, those values and understanding that you live in a society that is a patriarchic society that has strategically and systematically wiped out the respect, the admiration, and the need for women to be revered as the pinnacle of society, which they are. Instead, you feel me, like over here in the United States, when the United States was established through the Constitution, women couldn't even own anything. When their husbands died, they couldn't even inherit, the land, the property deeds, the bank accounts. You see what I'm saying? The debts that other people owed the husband. The wife couldn't even make claim to those things. Why are women still being paid less, being paid less? Why does there even I don't even understand why there has to be I don't even understand why there had to be like a feminist movement for women to be able to be respected as equals. Because until the day that men can figure out a way to reproduce our population, apparently we are not number one on the hierarchy because we cannot reproduce. These are just facts. These are just facts that I'm sharing with you. The main reason that I am the influential creator that I am is because my mom was able to share with me and download, you feel me, the things that interested her in life. Such as, my older brothers, they didn't want to go to the shopping mall with my mom because she was going to be gone all day. Okay, well, I'm going to get out the house. You feel me? I'm going to get out the house because I naturally just love hanging out with my mom. So when she goes to the department stores, this is back in the late 80s, early 90s, she goes to department stores, you feel me, like, the attendants in the stores, department stores, they already know who she is when she walks in there. They know who she is. They know me. They know they could put me off in an area in the store, tell me about a couple things, and I'll know how to behave, you feel me, while she does her shopping. So do you think it's a coincidence that I own, I co-own, and I'm helping advance other people into the fashion industry of design and multimedia marketing? You think it's a coincidence? You feel me? Like, my dad was a legendary high school basketball player. Yeah, I'm still the best point guard in the state of Colorado, but that's not the point. The point is I became, part of one of the best movements going with Alpha Omega 7 because my mom was into shopping. She was into retail. She was into fashion. You feel me? Like, nobody had more print catalogs than Mana Grant Holmes. She had the most print catalog stacks. I'm talking about stacks in my basement. And since I was already an avid reader at that time in life, due to her, my mom has a master's in language arts. You feel me? So just my interest as a writer, Thoth, the artist, the best rapper ever told about, you feel me? The reason why he knows how to write so well is because his mom has a master's degree in language arts. You feel me? So it's no coincidence that once again, I'm busting your noodle with these metaphors, this alliteration, these similes, You see what I'm saying? The double, the triple, quadruple entendres. You feel me? Yeah. So, once again, happy Mother's Day. Remember, the goal is to reintroduce the concept of a matriarchal society. You know what I'm saying? You see here the movie. The movie is called The Matrix. It's not called The Padre X. It's called The Matrix. It's not called The Padre X for a reason. The word matrix is used for a reason. Because, within a system of creation, it has to come from a woman. This is obvious. Jesus Christ didn't birth himself now, did he? I don't think so. Actually, I know he did. That's a fact. So, I'm not here to argue with anyone either. Because what I'm saying is facts and it's truth. And if it's something that you want to argue with, well, you need to take that conversation into the inside of your inner being. And then maybe at that point, you'll reconnect with your ancestors. And you'll start, understanding that you have been lied to for your whole life. You have been lied to think that your creator is not a woman, or that a woman has no part in creation. A man cannot make a world that's as organized as this one, because men by nature are not creatures of organization. They're not creatures of organization and ecosystems and species and things of that stuff. The minute details that we feel like we don't have time to do, women do that in their sleep. So once again, this is your man Thoth. Happy Mother's Day. Remember, this is, remember, mothers is where we came from. All this other stuff, it's just been a lie.